Namaste and La Catch. This is Infinite You coming back at you with a video out here at Windsor Park here in San Antonio, little place where me and my homies used to come back in the day. It's not too far from where I live now, and maybe I'll put a food forest or a community garden here too. They got a little space. Anyway, so this video is we're going to kind of talk about my experience with a spider being. And I'm still waiting on word back from a good friend of mine, Joni, who could probably give me a lot better insight as to what happened. So, let's see, where do I begin? Alright, I'll make it quick, and then I'll give you some advice on how to keep these things at bay and have a better understanding and turn the darkness into light. Alright, so first of all, when I was a young kid, about 10 to 12 years old, I had an encounter with a spider being. It's the only thing I can call it, because it was about 4 feet in length spider body with a human head. And it was up in the top corner by the wall in an apartment that I lived in with my dad and my sister, my younger sister. And freaked me out, right, as you can imagine. Being that age and just seeing this thing just looking at you. The intentions that I felt from it were that it wanted to hurt my family. So I'm sitting there in between, you know, like a little hallway in between our bedroom and the living room. And my dad's in the living room. I don't think my sister was there. And I'm scared and I'm crying because I don't know what to do. And I don't want to tell my dad because I think I'm crazy. So I stayed there and cried. And I'm not sure if it only happened one time or a couple times. But anyway, that was kind of the end of that story. And just recently, I was giving my 2.5-year-old a bath. And after we were done with the bath, she goes to look up. And she's looking. I thought she was going to give me a kiss. She went right past me and looked straight up. Straight up. And I said, "What are you looking at?" And I already had a weird feeling that she was seeing something. So she said, "Spider-Man." And I said, "Okay." And so my heart sunk. I envisioned this thing above us, looking at us very oddly. And so I did ask her, "How's he looking at us?" And she goes, like that, like a mean face, right? And I'm like, okay. So obviously intentions are not the best. So with all the work that I've done over the past years, I incorporated all of that stuff and used a little bit of light language, and it was really just whatever came to me at that time. I don't claim to say things and know immediately what I'm saying. It's the intention behind it, and then I just let whatever flow. And honestly, it could be a mix of past life languages, as I was an Aztec in a past life, star language from our brothers and sisters in the cosmos who are connected to us as well, because you're a multi-dimensional being of light. Okay? You have all these dimensions to yourself. So what I did is a little light language, and I was pulling in energy, light, because a being that's negative, dark, can't be around light. So I pulled that within, and I shot some light at it. And the word that I used is asat, which is extreme light. That word, that's light language I do know. Thanks to my boy Dero7, Rion. Amazing. Love that dude. Love you, dude. If you see this video, freaking love you. Okay? We're going to work together in the future. I know that. We'll meet and get some shit done down here in San Antonio. There's a lot of stuff that happened here that we need to transmute, turn into light. So anyway, shot it full of light. I also pulled down only those in the highest order of light may be in my presence. Only those in the highest order of light may be in my presence 4 times. And after I was done, my daughter was happy, and she was saying, Asat! Daddy, you say Asat! And I'm like, yeah, Asat, baby, Asat. Okay, so where's this being at now? And she looks and she goes, in the wall. Right in front of us. So automatically I'm already knowing this thing just took off and shot into the wall, but I wanted to clarify, so I said, is he right there? She goes, no, Daddy, in the wall. And I said, did he run away? Yeah, he ran away. So what was the face that he gave us when he left? Was he laughing at us? Ha ha ha, you're not going to ever mess with me, or you can't do whatever. Or was he scared, or was he frightened, or whatever? And she said, he's scared, he's gone now. So I said, all right. So basically shot this thing full of light. Had to leave our vicinity because it can no longer stay there. And I didn't approach it with fear. I didn't approach it with malice. Possibly a little bit. Okay, I wanted it to leave. I didn't want it to affect my daughter. I didn't want her to get scared. She was never scared. Until the end, she was like, I scared Daddy, hold me. So I picked her up. And but she was excited when I was doing my thing. And now she walks around the house saying Asat. Her middle name is Sage. She's awesome. She's mystic. She came in with a high understanding, and I knew eventually she'd be able to see things. I know as a baby she would see my father and my grandparents and stuff like that. So not giving into the fear, false evidence appearing real, fear. And taking that darkness, absorbing it and transmuting it into light. Because now what I have is confirmations. Okay. I wasn't crazy when I was a child. I wasn't just saying things, which I already knew anyway. I knew I was literally seeing something. But it was a confirmation, a validation. And then also the work that I've done thus far was able to kick that thing out of the room. I sage my house frequently. I've got a grid on my house with crystals in all the corners in each corner of the house. I've gone to each corner of my property and called down Archangel Michael and the other Ascended Masters to protect our place. Our house is a portal for energies to transfer into this world and out of this world. A guy 2 months before we moved into the house committed suicide, hung himself in our backyard. He was sent to the light by my neighbor, who's a Reiki master. She saged the place at least 3 times, communicated with the guy and told him, you no longer belong here, this is what you did, it's time to go to the higher realms, get out of here. And he did, and my friend Joni, she looked into it and saw that he was getting counseling. So, I mean, any of that negativity that he had there has already been transmuted. But the way I look at it is there's a doorway that was open when he took his life, from the physical to the spiritual, right? So he opened up a doorway. And, we didn't know about this before we moved into the house. We found out a few months later. But having that inner power, eating as best that I can. Okay, I'm not perfect. I still get angry time to time. We're always tested, but it's how do you react to the situation, and what do you learn from it, and then using it for the next time the situation comes up to have a better outcome. And doing all the energy work, working with crystals, grounding, sun gazing, eating more organic, fruits, veggies, drinking a shit ton of water, very good water. If I don't get Kangen water, I get it's a place here, Viva H2O, that has 9.4 to 10 point alkaline, high pH, high alkaline, purified, and minerals and nutrients put back into the water. So with all the work that I've been doing, now I lead a group guided meditation here in town at the Japanese Tea Garden, which is a very, if you've lived in San Antonio long enough, you've heard about it. It's next to the zoo and a bigger park, and the energy there is just amazing. And watch some of my other videos, you'll see the videos of me walking through the garden and doing the meditation and stuff like that. But I'm always in meditation, I'm always in thought. I try to be as mindful and a sensible human being as possible. And I understand I'm not alone, walking around alone on this planet. So, things that I do takes other people's feelings and emotions and things like that into account. So, my advice is to remember fear is false evidence appearing real. To remember that you are infinitely powerful and you want to learn how to use the energy that we have available, so that way when you get to the higher realms you don't fuck shit up. So learn how to control your energy, how to pull it in at times, because you will make people purge around you. If you imagine something's vibrating extremely high and then someone comes in with this lower vibration and physically they can't just leave the vicinity of the person that's at a higher vibration, you're going to force them to purge out any of those negative things, thoughts, belief systems, old issues, all kinds of stuff. So they'll purge on you. So just be used to it and just take it as such, and know that if you approach it in the right way, then you can help them purge that thing so it doesn't come back. So do your work, train, meditation, doing all these things, cardio, eating right, balancing your energies. That's training to me. Getting out there and being in it, that's training. That's on-the-spot training. So, I give you much love and light, and infinite possibilities are at your doorstep. Many doors are wide open for you. Gather, create, go out there and start some community projects. Infiltrate this system from within. There's people out there awake enough to understand that we need to eat right, so you can get them on board with the community garden or just meditating, because that's also good for you, obviously. And then you hit them with light, you hit them with more information, you hit them with your truth. You be the light, be the change. Wouldn't you like to see more people out there creating change in your community? Going out there and putting their feet to the ground and knocking on doors and talking to people and waking them up, showing them their truth. Wouldn't you want to see more of that? So be that. Okay? Get out there and communicate. Find people. They're going to gravitate towards you. Once you start raising your frequency, all that's available in the higher frequencies is going to be at your doorstep. So, namaste and la catch. Infinite love and light. See you on the flip side. And I know for anybody out there that's been waiting for my part 2 of my quest to change the world, I'll be putting it together soon. Okay? I apologize for slacking, but again, I have 5 kids, which I didn't say in this video, but I have in others, so go back and look at my older videos. I have 5 kids, a home to take care of. I do work. I do community activism, putting gardens together, going to meetings, networking. I have other businesses on the side. Get the job done. Came here for a reason. It's time to stop messing around. Don't be scared of anything. Put your fears on the side. Cut the sandbags. Let your hot air balloon rise. Peace out.